I want you to listen right now and urge you to listen very closely to a former conservative federal judge. His name was Michael Luttig, on what he calls essentially, well, one of the most significant moments in American history. The unfolding of what happened from this retired judge, well, it might just knock your socks off to know just how fragile things are. CNN Jessica Schneider has the incredible story.
The Senate will come to order.
Vice President Mike Pence conveyed a calm demeanor when he stood on the Senate dais, poised to certify the 2020 election win for Joe Biden. But it had been a turbulent 2 days behind the scenes, and former federal judge Michael Luttig was at the center of that storm.
I was first called by the Vice President's outside counsel, Richard Cullen, on the evening of January 4th.
Cullen was calling for Luttig's help, since the former federal appeals court judge is considered one of the top minds in the conservative legal world.
Law is an institution separate and apart from politics.
Luttig learned his former law clerk, John Eastman, was advising Trump and Pence that the vice president had the authority to overturn the election results.
You can tell the vice president that I said that he has no such authority at all. And Richard said he knows that. He says, so, we need to do something publicly. Get your voice out to the country.
Judge Luttig had just opened a Twitter account, and the two men agreed a message online would be the best way to showcase Luttig's legal analysis and provide Pence with conservative cover when he acted against the president's push on January 6th.
I understood the gravity of the moment and the momentous task that I was being asked to help the vice president with.
The 67-year-old Luttig confirmed with his tech-savvy son on how to use Twitter to blast out his lengthy message.
He says, "Dad, I don't have time for this." To which I said, "You just tell me right now how to get this done or I'll cut you out of the will, okay?"
And on January 5th, Luttig tweeted his legal analysis, which Pence then cited in a letter he released, saying the Constitution does not empower the vice president to alter in any way the votes that have been cast, either by rejecting certain votes or otherwise. That position prompted Trump to go after Pence in a since-deleted tweet, saying, Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution. Trump had pressured Pence multiple times, both in private and in public.
And Mike Pence is going to have to come through for us. And if he doesn't, that will be a sad day for our country.
But Pence held firm, returning to the Capitol after the hours-long siege, officially certifying the election result just before 4 a.m. on January 7th.
The votes for President of the United States are as follows. Joseph R. Biden, Jr. of the state of Delaware has received 306 votes. Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 232 votes.
Pence called Luttig hours later to thank him.
And said, Judge, this is Mike Pence. I said to the vice president that it was the highest honor of my life that he had asked me, and I will be grateful to him for the remainder of my life.
And Judge Luttig is now looking to 2024. He's pushing Congress to rewrite the Electoral Count Act to make it clear that the vice president cannot overturn the election results and to clarify that Congress has no power at all to decide the validity of state electors.